Good afternoon, Olushola Tokede and Adekunle Adebayo.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for coming to my program, Jim Dabusal Talk Show. Without wasting time, our case study for this afternoon based on the evils in our society. What are those evils in our society? What contributed to the evils in our society? We have a lot of factors or elements that surrounding this kind of unacceptable behaviors or activities in our society. In what way can this even stop? At this program today, we will briefly talk about the evils in our society that has been a challenge to us in our society. So what are those evils? In what ways, in what area can this contain or stop in our society? By so then, our first speaker, Adekunle Adebayo, I would like you to say few things that you know about these evils in our society. Adekunle Adebayo.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for having me. Evils generally in our society has been an age-long problem. And when you look at it, there has been an evolution of evil and its deterrent effects on the growth of our people and the society. The evolution I'm talking about is that way back during our forefathers, there has been form of evils here and there. However, not as sophisticated as we see at this time. The evils then and the effects are really not enormous. Maybe it could be crude, but some of them are also not something you can prove sometimes. But over time, the evil in the society now get almost like commercialized. And what happened is this: as we evolve as a society, there was this thing we had before, omoluabi. People see you as a good person, so we value virtues through our upbringing when we're being brought up. Those things are what pertains in those years with our forefathers. And but the evolution of, as we evolve as a nation, as a society, the absurd of money now came in. People now kind of look at money as the only iota of success. And even though there was this warning from our forefathers that the root of all evils, they link it to money. And they also, when we're growing up, they also try to warn us. So when you look at the society today, the evils around the society is majorly around money. So many things are happening because people want to get rich, because it is only money or riches that people see. They don't even want to know where you get your money. And a lot of all these things came through evil deeds, evil behaviors, which is tantamount to the tranquility and unity of the society. When we look at it, when we talk of money, there are other things we could also talk. But when you see money, the prevalence of money makes more evil than other aspects. One other aspect I will also say is, which is also proudly supported by the Holy Books, is women. You understand? Money and women. This probably maybe from the time in immemorial, women will always be a source of evil to people, or a source of committing evil by human beings. So now, propelling it further, so these are nowadays is when you say in Nigeria, especially with our political class, there is corruption everywhere. The corruption is also, the way we understood it, is not only with, it's not only the evil, or it's not only with the politicians. Who are the politicians? It is we. So the upbringing, the background, we got it wrong, whereby people look at money as the sole that is sole achievement of, sole representative of success. If you don't have money, they just don't give you the kind of respect you think you deserve in the society. Meanwhile, nobody wants to know where you get this money. But you see, in the past, it wasn't like this. In fact, when we're growing up, if you come home and there's something you do as a kid, and somebody, maybe my dad may not be there, and maybe another dad's dad, saw me, and he will go and complain to my parents that they see me doing something that they don't think that thing I'm doing, I'm capable of it too, that he needs to watch it for me. And you know that they will believe him because they want to know that thing. And definitely, it has happened in the past where some kids will bring, some young guy will bring motor to their house, and the family will say, no, I'm not sure this is yours. What did you do? You know, all those times, all those check and balances are kept. But nowadays, no, that has, you understand?
Yeah. Thank you, Adebayo.
Yeah.
Let us put a pause there. Let me call Olusola Tokide.
Thank you, Dabosa.
Yeah.
I'm so excited and elated to be part of this program. And I must congratulate you as well. It's been a while, but we live for our lives.
Thank God. Thank you,
yes.
bro.
I appreciate Mr. Adekunle for what he has submitted, and I want to take it from there. There are various evils in our societies, but we need to ask ourselves, the ordinary meaning of evil is when you have negative tendencies or you are involved in vices that destabilizes a particular society or community. Evil behavior is a social stigma. People naturally tend to turn away from evil-minded individuals. When you see, even as young boys growing up, you see some people in the habit of killing domestic animals as if they are possessed. And that's how it is. You'll be wondering, how do they derive joy in this? But that's it. You see a cat throws slit and many other vices like that, even as younger children. But this is larger society we have found ourselves. We should not allow ourselves to be subsumed in evil ways. Well, like Kunle said, the society we are here, especially in Africa and Nigeria, they worship money. They don't care how you get the money. Whether you have money, you are accepted. People will respect you. Meanwhile, life goes beyond money for those of us who know and realize it. Even in the religious setting, they accept offerings, thanksgiving from 419ers, armed robbers, thieves, and what have you, because they have money to give. Go are those days when they will tell you that, oh, what was he doing? What was his profession? How does he get the money? People are not interested. They want someone who has money to be chairman of this, to be chairman of that, and to be, they categorize them as a big men in the society, not knowing or not bothering to know whatever they do for a living. Corruption is another terrible evil and the brain of our society that we are presently. Corruption is not only when you steal money or when you misappropriate money or misapplicate money. No. You that want to sleep with a woman because he or she needs a favor from you, you are corrupted. You that must exert a pound of flesh before you do good to your fellow human being. That is part of the corruption we are talking about. When you're expected to spend 20,000 naira somewhere to better the society, you now spend 1,000 naira and pocket 90,000 naira. That's corruption. It's an evil that does nobody any good. You're a governor, you're a local government chairman, you're supposed to better the lot of your people. Give them social amenities that make lives worth living. But when you fail to do that, you have failed. And that is part of the corruption we are talking about. That's part of the evil we are talking about. A lady who goes into prostitution, they have a name for it now. They call it hookup, whereby they link them to rich men and whatever. Some are even lesbians or homosexuals. That is, they sleep with men sleep with men, women with women. Those are part of the evil in our society. And people even hijack other people's wives or fiancés or whatever, all because they have dubious money to spend, and because the society has degenerated. The women even worship money as well, and they are ready to do anything for money, and that's why they use them, the yahoo boys nowadays. That's another evil in the society. Get rich quick syndrome, whereby they want to swindle. Well, he said they are collecting what the white people have taken away before now. That's the excuse of the Yahoo boys. He said they want to take back what the white people have taken away before now. But me and you know that it will never last. And that the one that the ladies are after. And they even use them for rituals. Because they are what they call Yahoo Plus nowadays. That is, they must find the blood of a woman before they can renew whatever wealth and riches that they have been bestowed, that they are not, they do not deserve. So we look at it, and when you contemplate it so much, you become depressed. Because those who are not working, they are getting richer and richer. That's what they say, that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. In this society we are, and poverty is an evil thing to me too, because people are not given the same opportunities to grow. People like us, of course, my parents were very poor when I was growing up, but I knew that education is what can liberate me. And they tried their best to ensure that I got at least university education before I got a degree, first degree, before I improved myself, because I know if I want to compete, I didn't meet anything down, no riches, nothing, no connections. So I need to go to school, and that was what has put me in a better pedestal now. But some people are not privileged. They want to go to school, but nobody to even sponsor them. And there's another evil in the society now. They call it Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Africa, whereby the winner, where they are showcasing a lot of dirty things, the winner at the end of the day smile with 100 million naira or and above, and a booker. But we are talking of people who go for debates, who have who are first class and graduate with first class, and people have excelled academically. The highest they can give them at any point in time is 5 million naira, 1 million naira, 500,000 naira. Prize giving day, they are now appreciated. That's part of it. So the child will feel dejected that I need to make money by all means, so that people will respect me and people will appreciate me and accord me respect in the society. Meanwhile, that's pyrrhic. It's ineffectual. It's a temporary acknowledgement or praise. Because at the end of the day, you have not done anything to merit it. But where I come from, People will tell you if they don't know the source of income that you can go to places with your money. They don't worship money there. They appreciate values. Another one is nepotism. Nepotism whereby you don't do things on merit. You do things from, oh, this is my cousin, this is my brother, this is my uncle. I know this person. This person is from my region. Oh, he's a Yoruba man, he's an African man, he's a Nigerian. Instead of merit to hold sway, merit should be the level by which we measure. It should be the measurement level for any assignments you want to give people. Is it contract? Is it appointments? Is it employment? But nowadays, the reverse is the case. Look at the past government we have. I don't want to dwell on that much, but you can see the type of people they brought from a particular region and a particular religion. They mess up our society. Nigeria is comatose presently, but we are praying that with time, God Almighty will intervene, and we too, we have to take the gauntlet and work assiduously to ensure that round pegs are put in round holes and square pegs are put in square holes.
Thank you very much, Olusola Tokede. Before I throw the question back to Adekunle Adebayo, you mentioned individualism. So what do you mean by that?
As in individual.
Individualism.
Even. You mentioned, you mentioned individual. That's individualism.
Yes. What I meant by that is when individuals perpetuate evil in the sense that the society never influenced that person. The person is bad from the onset, from the beginning. The parents do not tutor well. They do not counsel well. They do not mentor well. So you just decide to live your life because you have been abandoned right from your youthful days. So nobody to influence you positively. You just do things the way you think you should do it. And that brings negative tendencies in you because there's no way you can measure up if you are not well brought up. It's not with money, but values must be instilled in you. If you don't have the necessary values instilled in you, you will not know how to behave in the society. You want to join the Joneses because you want to belong without considering the merit, without knowing your right from your left, and without knowing vices from virtues. You just be behaving abnormally in the society. That's what I meant by that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Olusola Tokede. Adekunle Adebayo, when you are giving your presentation on your speech, you mentioned that there's some people that will bring a car or luxurious things. You refer it to as maybe money. So what do you mean by that?
Okay, fine. To start from where Mr. Shola ended there, which is on the individualism or the individual trait that perpetrates evil. It is arguably one of the basic things because some people don't even want to follow the norm. They want to do their things differently. And that's why the world and the society are like this. They are like opposite. They want to antagonize good things. At every point in time, they want to go the opposite way. And that's why we see people, not necessarily they were not brought up well, but they just want to perpetrate evil because they are evil-minded. They are negative. So this negativity trait is what is trying to let us understand about the individualism based on individual conception or conviction. And most of the time, that's why you see people that goes, a young guy growing up of raping a female counterpart or a female person. We know it does not need to be told. If it's not evil, he won't partake in such. And that also is what led us into the society we are today, whereby some people want to belong and they join kidnapping, they join all these band, all things that create evil, that makes people sad, that makes the society to cow under their tutelage to make the society ungovernable, to make the society very hard for people, and create fear in the society. Now, to now get to the influence of money, as I was saying before, which culminates into what youth are doing today, the lust for money. They want to do anything. They want to. Nobody. I mean, you see it in our society today, whereby you see a grown-up man is doing a job. Maybe he's a mechanic or he's a veterinary medical doctor. The son is not, probably sees his father as not, is old school. He wants to do, maybe he wants to do crypto, he wants to do something. You see, so a lot of evils are out there, which are more like society influenced. But just like Mr. Shola made us to believe that time, or to know that time, is the individual traits too is something we should watch. Apart from the societal influence, the individual traits leads people to most of these evil. Some people that are not with such traits will mend their ways. They will be very, very careful treading in negative ways. Then when we look at the fact that Mr. Shola also mentioned about the fact that we have nepotism, corruption, and all those. Yeah, those are the part of our society, which is also linked to money worshipping. You understand? However, when we look at nepotism per se, it's not that it's too good, and it's not that it's too bad. It's just in the middle. Whether we like it or not, everywhere in the world, they may not call it nepotism, but one of the things that gives you attention, apart from exposure, apart from your know-how, most of the time you can't even prove know-how, because you have the same BSc that somebody else has. What else does he have? Where did he come from? Some of these things sometimes too, we could adduce it to the fact that, so nepotism, when you look at it, could lead to evil, but it's not an evil in itself. I want us to be clear on that. Now, the check and balance that was there in the past is no more there. It's not so paramount now, and that will not help us in trying to reduce and quell evils emanating in our society.
Thank you very much. Because of our time, can we put our eyes on this side as well? What of those market women and men that are selling items to their customers? What of the landlords? What of all those business people? Don't you think that they were also part and parcel of the evils in our society? Olushola Tokede, just about 3 minutes, please.
Thank you, Dabosa. Is greed, you know, greed, excessive greed, is a vice. Oh, I've built my house, a house that has been in existence for more than 10 years, for more than 15 years. You still be charging exorbitant rentage. If you cannot take it, leave it. It's not compulsory that you come to my house, because we don't have feelings for each other, and because we are greedy. When you are greedy, you can go to any length. Someone who buys something 1,000 naira, can't you put 1,000 or 2,000 on top? You want to sell it 10,000, 12,000 naira. and say if you can't buy it, you move elsewhere. You won't believe it. When you have challenges, it has happened to me before. My car had a fault. We need to get some parts. We went to the Ladipo market in Lagos, Nigeria, with a mechanic, not knowing that they have signs they do to each other. I followed the mechanic. At the end of the day, I spent more than what I would have spent had it been he went to buy the thing by himself. I was disciplined because I followed my mechanic to go and buy the parts. And one of my colleagues here too even told me sometimes that they went to buy some materials too from a customer. And at the end of the day, the customer brought part of his own money to him back because he happens to be a prayer warrior for that man they bought things from. So the mechanic has taken away his own. So you can see how greed and evil are perpetuated in this society of ours. I'm thinking of the solution, or maybe we have not gotten to profound solution, Mr. Moderator, or can I go ahead with the solutions I want to profile?
Yes. Yeah, go on. That's the same way you're here. Go on.
Yes, thank you. The first solution to evil in our society is to give everyone equal opportunities. When you give everyone a child equal opportunity with the other, no matter the level, no matter the parent, the type of parentage, no matter the term or the race the person is coming from, that will honestly go a long way to negate evil in our society, because you will not be jealous of the other person. But if you are not giving equal opportunities, one is going to private school, you are going to a public school where you are sitting on the floor to study. You have a uniform that is clean, you are not tattered because your parents cannot afford it, and so on. Because of that, they drop out of school. They perpetuate evil. Look at Evans the kidnapper, very popular in Nigeria now. Evans the kidnapper was badly brought up and wanted to obnob with the high and mighty in the society. That's why he set up a syndicate. That was self-confession that he made. And then he started asking them to pay in dollars. It happened even in my town here, where the president of our town society, town's union, was kidnapped. And they demanded money in dollars. Of course, the people in the society had to rally around the community to do it before it was released. We give God the glory on that. So, my dear people, the bottom line to eradicate, we can't eradicate evil fully, we can only minimize it. It's not
only minimize and reduce it,
Yeah, you can reduce it. You can only reduce it. And the way to reduce it is, to me, give everybody equal opportunities. Do not look at where he comes from or she comes from, or don't insist on sleeping with a woman because you can assist a woman. Let the woman determine who will touch her and who will not touch her. Let it be a free will, not to cajole or coerce the woman into having a relationship with you. And many other things like that that will not permit us to go into. But the bottom line is give everybody equal opportunities so that the people will not become jealous of the other, want to kill the other, to live, and we will not be greedy. People cut people's head to sell to Babalawo in the Ikorodu area of Lagos with as low as 30,000 naira. To tell you when he was caught, how much were you giving? He had been supplying the evil man, the Babalawo ritualist. People said before now, he said it's 30,000 per head. So human value has been eroded just because you want to meet up. I mean, I don't even see that meeting up now. If they give 30,000, it shows the level of poverty in the land, but that's not an excuse. Poverty can never be an excuse to perpetuate evil. And we need to regulate discipline. There must be punishment. People should not go scot-free. It's important. Our laws must be enforced and must be applied when people run foul of it, as is done abroad. Our people comport themselves when they are abroad. Let them get to Africa or Nigeria. They start misbehaving, they start jumping the queues, jumping traffic lights, and they're not queuing when they want to board buses, fighting, and other vices like that, because we are indisciplined, because we know that the law will not work as it should work. They do man no man, who do you know? So people go scot-free, even with murder, to tell you the decadence in the society, and our government must make our laws stringent and apply the law.
Thank
Since when
you.
they approved the death sentence, they've not applied it. Since these politicians come into office 99, since this is our democracy, but they are afraid, but they want to win votes. So all the criminals that are supposed to have been executed for years, no governor signs said they should be executed. To tell you how degenerate we have become in this society.
Thank you, Olusola Tokede. I'm coming to that. I have one example that I want to mention. Adekunle Adebayo. Do you have anything to add with what Olusola Tokede has just said?
Yeah, I think he has said it all. Maybe I should just touch in the area of
You just got about
minimize
2 minutes or 3.
Yeah, just to what we can do as a society to minimize some of these evil and evil behavior, especially as it's affecting our society. First of all, our leaders need to, by showing good examples. He mentioned discipline. Yes, we have to be disciplined. We have to be seen to be ethical in what we are doing. You do the right thing at the right time, and always. We should always embrace doing the right thing. We are religious we are a religious society, but that ends there. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We need to be more, we need to inculcate the fear of God. And this is very, very paramount if we need to reduce this from consuming our society. A lot of evils are out there and people need to be educated. There was another thing he mentioned, and that is the area of our laws and judicial system, whereby people have to be accountable for their actions. A lot of things happen there. People misbehave, they do a lot of things, and they go scot-free. It doesn't send the right signal, because some people out there will feel that, oh, I mean, so person did it, and probably what happened. Let me try my luck. These are things that will not help our society in getting it right. So on this platform, I think we can be here, but a lot of things is happening, and in cutting this thing on the board, we need to just act right.
Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. Let me quickly bring one example to your notice, you guys, Shola and Adekunle and Olusola. You mentioned of our people in their respective place of work, Olusola, and Adekunle also make a reference to that. You talk about this area of corruption and etc. That behaving as I'm in charge. Let me bring an example of Rufai Hussein. I had it some times ago, and it's part of even our society. He was driving, I think, along maybe Ikorodu, whatever something road, Ikorodu road down to maybe or mainland or top mainland. I did not know the area. He was driving on the BRT lane, and he was being caught. Yes. And he was saying that you don't know me, you don't know me, you don't know who am I. Is it not part of evil? And the same Rufai will come to the television and be accusing the politicians that they were evil people, they were corrupt. Adekunle Olusola Tokede, please just 1 minute, our time has gone. Is it not part of evil in our society?
That's the way to go. People must be dealt with accordingly when you misbehave or when you do things you are not expected to do.
Thank you very much, Olusola. Adekunle Adebayo, why Rufai Hussein think that is very smart? Number one. Number two, why is he continuously attacking the politicians or everybody that's being a guest at a Rise platform? Does he forget or forget so soon that he is also evil in our society and even corrupt? And the funniest things, all those youth, they see him as their mentor. What message does Rufai Hussein is passing down to the youth and to the people of Nigeria, that they see him as someone that so clean, so plain, whereas it's also evil. And part of the problems that we were facing. Adekunle.
Yeah, thank you. Rufai Oseni case is a very different case, and like we said, the evil that Rufai is even perpetrating is more than what he thinks. He paraded himself as a journalist, but he's not a journalist. He's an from the point of view of who you are coming, Rufai, when you look at him, is evil. It's evil in the sense that all the traces of all those vices that we talk about, being respectful, being courtesy, all those things, Rufai does not have them. Then in terms of watching the ethics of his profession, Rufai does not do all those. Because the ethics of a journalist is to be unbiased. Rufai Oseni is a biased person. And again, when Rufai Oseni is talking, because of his biasness, he doesn't follow the right. For instance, in this country, I would like to tell you, it is very unjustly to say that every time we do election in Nigeria, one party will say is the worst thing that has happened before. And the process is simple. You understand? The process is simple. The process is just from unit to unit, everything from different people that participated in our election. But when people like Rufai want to tell the online guys, even including some of my siblings in diaspora, that is what they preach to them. They want to tell you that people here don't even know anything. But we do those process. Even the INF people you are calling, it is part of, they are from Nigerians, and we are the same people. Do you understand? So when you look at Rufai Oseni, he's a pompous character, is in discipline, is not a disciplined person, especially the way he conducts himself to his guests and all the stuff. And he's probably rude. He has this pride, and it is not good. In our society, we don't try to emulate people that have pride. But what Rufai is doing is creating an evil trend, which is not good, either for the profession of journalism or the politician as a whole in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Youth, he's not a role model. He tried to put it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Before we go, Olushola Tokede, 1 minute. Just what kind of advice can you give to our society?
Yes.
Just 1 minute, please.
Yes. Give everybody equal opportunities. Let us have level playing field in all the spheres of our lives. Not that because no man, or you come from here, I come from there. No. Let us compete. Give us equal chances to compete. Give people things of merit so that everybody will try to meet up. But when I didn't want to take call Kunle on that because of time. Nepotism is a crass evil. But that's for another day, Adekunle, or we talked personally.
No, I would like to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You want me to do my own 1 minute?
Thank you very much. Adekunle Adebayo, 1 minute.
My own 1 minute too.
What advice can you give to our society? 1 minute. Adekunle Adebayo.
1 minute. Yes.
1 minute.
I think like we said, there has to be an order, and that is whereby people that parade themselves as our leaders need to lead by example. We need to show good example. We need to be civil and try to jettison this money was worshipping. Our society has been dwelling. No problem, sir. our society have been dwelling to this money worshipping and mongering, and we need to slow down on it. Try to set good example for our kids, because the society nowadays is what they see, they just do. And like Mr. Shola said, of course, there was this part of nepotism that I say, but the just society, we had it then, or we were to have it, and that is the era of the Awolowo. They want us to go to school. They want everybody to have equal right, and they do free education and all those things. But as we grow up, we miss all those things. And,
thank you very much.
And I can tell you, we are just dissipating and getting into disarray. I just hope some of this old order can come back, or else we will not be able to.
Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. I think we need to stop here. Next time, I would like to invite you guys again to come over. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. All right.